Welcome back to another video on my channel. Now it feels like just a few minutes ago I was making a video about Carlos Queiroz being, leaving, sacked, whatever, walking away from the Egypt post despite the fact that he got to an AFCON final, a World Cup playoff third round, and lost both of those on penalties, which has nothing to do with the manager. It's literally luck and the bottle and the nerve. So he could have quite easily won AFCON and got Egypt to a World Cup. Carlos Queiroz got sacked, made a video about that, and now they've sacked his replacement after just 3 games in charge. Ehab Galal. Now, of course, when you have an amazing foreign manager that's managed Real Madrid and Portugal and all these things, and then you bring in a local guy, of course eyebrows are going to be raised, and then you're missing key players. You're letting Salah go after 1 game, you're missing El-Neni in the middle, you're missing El-Shaneri for a couple of games. It's obviously tough. Just an absolute shambles, a shambolic shambles. Jilal has been sacked after just 3 games in charge for Egypt. That's 3 games, literally nothing. He's rage quit career mode effectively. Egypt are on the lookout for another gaffer, and I'm pretty sure they'll be going for a foreigner once again, because that's where they had the bulk of the success. Mr. Cooper took them to the World Cup. I think Mr. Cooper also got an AFCON final, and the local managers, we want to see the local managers do well. Your Belmadi's, your Cisse's, your people like that. But unfortunately, it just hasn't worked out. Bit of a weird situation. His first squad, he called up about 75 people. Then he had Ashley playing in the Champions League final just a few days before Egypt were due to play Guinea. They narrowly beat Guinea 1-0. Another jammy, fluky goal. Then they lost to Ethiopia. I think me and my viewers would have beaten Ethiopia. Now that's a bit, I'm not saying Ethiopia are bad. I'm just saying if you're well organised and play with heart, you're not losing to Ethiopia. And you have to credit Ethiopia for winning that game. They're at the last AFCON. To be fair, Egypt's group to qualify does involve all 4 teams at the last tournament, so it is difficult on paper, but just when you don't have Mo Salah, they crumble. It's just embarrassing. If they do get a Thierry Henry or even bring back Carlos Queiroz, they'll be on the right track. I do think they'll make AFCON whoever's in charge with the 4 games left. Everyone's on 3 points. It's just a bit embarrassing, and I don't want Egypt to feel like they've been a failure. They demand success. They're the most AFCON titles. They had a system for AFCON, got to the final, beat Morocco, beat Ivory Coast, knocked out the host Cameroon. Even with just Gabaski saving pens, it's a system. You've got to respect the performance. And they nearly did it against Senegal. To win all those shootouts in a row would have been very lucky, but it's system's a system. Played Senegal again to the World Cup. 1-0, pens again. I don't want to talk about lasers because that's a bit dodge. But very harshly walked away. I think contractually he kind of had to go for not taking the team to the World Cup, as harsh as it seems. The replacement was absolutely shocking, and we've gone from this AFCON finalist team to losing to Ethiopia, and by the way, getting pummeled 4-1 by South Korea. Algeria put 4 past South Korea. South Korea put 4 past Egypt. Just embarrassing. I do hope they get a good successor. I'd love for Carlos Queiroz to come back to the African game. I think he's given us quite a lot. Even with Gassama sending him off, he still got Egypt to the final from away from the touchline. But it's just sad. I still think Egypt have the best player in the continent in Salah, and I hope they make it work. Even if they do go for the foreigner route, they could take the lad who's managing Al Ahly. They need to get the right guy in, and a guy that will give Salah an element of power in the dressing room, because he is the guy that will get them over the line when it matters. But anyway, Egypt, we'll be making a video every month for this, right, about Egypt sacking managers. Of course, they need to get someone in by the time September comes around, because they're going to have to be playing a couple of games against Malawi, home and away, and I'm sure, if they got Thierry Henry, I'm sure they'd fill up that Cairo International Stadium. But anyway, Egypt's gaffer has gone again. The merry-go-round continues. What are your thoughts? Who should take the Egypt's job? Should they give it back to Queiroz? I don't think he'll come back. He's a genius, the lad. But anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.